So we got time traveling black families, but when they see each other in these streets, it's beef. It's really the definition of on site. Hey y'all, welcome back to Chocolate Covered Pages. I'm Kiona, and in today's video I am finally going to do the mid-year freakout tag. I know I cheated y'all out of this last year, but I really wanted to do it this year because I really feel bad about it. If you don't know what the mid-year freakout tag is, it's when you answer a series of questions all pertaining to your best and worst and all the thoughts you have about the books that you have read in the first half of the year. So, question number 1 is what is the best book you've read so far this year? And honestly, I have to say, so far, I have to say it's Burn Down Master's House by Clay Kane. This book is just phenomenal. One of the things that I absolutely love about this book is the way it's written. The structure in which it's written is written as if it's a series of short stories, but they're actually all interconnected. So it's like you'll read about these first 2 characters here on this plantation, but then there's minor characters in the background, and then when you get to the second story, there's one of those minor characters that is now the focal point of the next story, and then there's minor characters in the next one, and then it, you know what I mean, like it just continues. It's like one of those damn you know those Russian dolls with it where you open the doll and there's another one inside and another one and another one and another one. Like that's literally how this book is. And I love that. I absolutely love the way Clay Kane kind of connected everyone, you know. It just felt, even though like it was short stories, it still felt like it was just one full novel where it's just like, but the thing is that you're getting closure on every one of these characters, and then we moved on, or we didn't get closure, and then when we got to the next story, we found out what happened to those people. I can appreciate that. What I will tell you is that if you decide to read this book, do not do the audiobook. Do the physical book, the ebook. I need you to read this with your eyes because unfortunately, the audiobook it's not for me. It's not for me, and I wish that they had gone in another direction for this audiobook. Because when I tell you the way Dion Graham would have ate this audiobook up, he would have tore this audiobook down. But yeah, no, the author actually narrated this book, and yeah, I gotta be honest and say that it wasn't for me. It was, as an audiobook girl, that narration was very disappointing. But you know, it is what it is. But the book is good. Okay, so next up we have, what is the best sequel you read? And that has to go to Respectfully Kennedy by Antoinette Sherrill. Now, I actually read 2 sequels. I read Disrespectfully Relic and then Respectfully Kennedy. It came out not too long after, you know, and I was like, oh, okay, yes, I really enjoy this one. Yes. Even though both of those books are from both Relic and Kennedy's point of views, I enjoyed this last one. They're both good, to be honest with you, but I enjoyed this last one. These books are connected to the series called The Art of Hood Love, And if you were interested, you'd have to start off with The Art of Hood Love Savvy. I'll pop it somewhere so that you can see. I've definitely talked to y'all about this before, but just in case, maybe you're new here. So that has to be like, I don't know, book 6 or something down the line. Because The Art of Hood Love is 3 books. And then after those 3 books, then we get another spin-off book, which feels like it's book 4. And then we have these 2, Disrespectfully and Respectfully. So they're all connected in this same kind of, friend group. So you definitely want to start from the beginning, so that you don't miss any nuggets or get spoiled. What's a new release that you haven't read but you want to get to? First of all, it's so many. It's so many, and yeah, it's just way too many to name. But I'll just give a couple. Definitely Ken by Tayari Jones, because I'm tired of the girls talking about it. Also, I want to read Our Sister's Keeper by Jasmine Holmes. It sounds very interesting, and I want to definitely get to it. I do have it on audio, so no excuses. Oh, and The 7 Daughters of Dupree by Nickesha Williams. I definitely want to get to that as well. These are just some hot releases that had came out, and I just didn't get to them. Most anticipated release for second half of the year is definitely going to be The Disappearers by Marlon James, Mazywood by Tananarive Due. Those are kind of the 2 that are like super high up on my list that I have to get to because those are auto-buy authors for me. What is your biggest disappointment? I really wish I didn't have to answer this. But y'all know I gotta be honest. I got to be honest. I got 2 disappointments this year so far. And it doesn't necessarily mean that these books are bad. I don't think that these books are bad. I just am disappointed by them. Like, I had much higher hopes for these books, and they both ended up being like a 3-star for me. And one is going to be The Exes by Leodora Darlington. The premise of this book is so fun and so exciting. It's about a woman who all of her exes have died. They've all died mysteriously. Like, I wanted so much more for this book. I really wanted so much more for this book. I just had such high hopes for it because of the premise. And I ended up feeling very underwhelmed by the things that were happening in this book. I expected to be way more enthralled by it. I wanted that, I can't put it down type of feeling, and I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel like that. Even like the twists that was that was in this book. Yeah, I just the twist wasn't twisting for me, and that's unfortunate because I had high hopes for this. Okay. And another one, now this one really hurts my heart because I read another book from this author and I really enjoyed it. But The Fervent Whites by Deshawn Charles Winslow. I was pretty disappointed in this one. This is also marketed as a thriller, but it just didn't feel like a thriller to me. To me, it felt like a cozy mystery. And not that is anything cozy about it. It's just the small town mystery of it all. Like, it gave me like the feeling that I had when I would read Sookie Stackhouse. And it's not no shade or nothing. It's just that it felt, I think it was supposed to be like a high stakes type of thing, but it felt low stakes to me, which is not good because it's a thriller, right? So you expect it to be this, oh my goodness, what's going to happen next? And I did want to know how it was all going to shake out. Like, I wanted to know, who was killing these people in this town. And, I wanted to know about this married couple, the Whites. But yeah, it just ended up being just a little predictable for me, because I was thinking, well, that's certainly not the way this is gonna go. And then it happened. And so I'm just like, oh man. And anytime that happens, I'm just like, oh, okay. Because I'm always hoping that I'm gonna be wrong. So I was just yeah, that sucked. That sucked. Because there's some good commentary in this book. Okay, and now for some actually good news. Now that I've been negative, the biggest surprise. So the biggest surprise for me would have to be Heart's Gambit by J.D. Mayel. My goodness, I was not expecting to enjoy this book the way that I did, but I really did enjoy this book. This is a YA fantasy book, and it's about these two families. They're connected to each other by their ancestors that met on a plantation. And there was a white woman on this plantation that cursed both of their family lines. They're basically cursed to always hate each other, to want to kill each other throughout the years. So they're, this uncle's trying to kill this uncle, in this year. It's like they were given a gift, but it's also a curse, right? So the gift is they can both time travel. Okay, and when you tell me about time traveling black people, I get really, really excited. Okay, so we got time traveling black families, but when they see each other in these streets, it's beef. Like, like it's really the definition of on sight. No, literally on sight. Like, when I see you, I'ma see you, and I love that. I love that about this book. I thought that it was just interesting. It was just different. And then there's a little romance inside of here because, people have, kids around the same age and stuff, and they meet each other and they're attracted to each other. But the funny thing is that there is this bloodlust there to where it's like, I want to kill this girl. I want to kill this boy. But I like him. I like him and I want to be next to him. And it's like this constant war inside of both of them of like, should I just kill him now? Because their families have been killing each other for years now. It's so good. And I did the audiobook. I really enjoyed the audiobook. It goes by super quick, and yeah, such a good time. The cover gave me nothing, right? The cover gave me nothing. Oh, and then the two, they have to go against each other. So it's like, again, they're falling in love with each other, but they also have to go against they have to kill each other, basically, because this white woman who cursed their family line, she's still alive. She's still alive, and she wants them to, have a duel, basically. I know that this is going to be a series from the way it lets off, so just keep that in mind, that there's not, you're not gonna get full on closure, but it will be a very fun ride throughout. I actually don't hear anybody speaking about that book, and it's a pity. That means I gotta keep talking about it. Favorite new author, I'm gonna have to go with Antoinette Sherrill, because this is now my, sixth book by her. Respectfully Kennedy. This is now like my seventh book by Antoinette Sherrill, I think, at this point. And I would have to say, yeah, she's in the favorites right now. She's in the favorites. Like, she's fully solidified herself. I've not read one book by her that I thought was whack. So I appreciate that. Newest fictional crush. Now, normally I don't really do a lot of the crushes and the book boyfriends and all those types of things, but I will have to say that I am very much enjoying this character. Yeah, I'm excited by him. And that is going to have to be Flacco from Summer and Dooley by Grace Huffington. Now, Grace Huffington is Gray Huffington, but Grace Huffington is going to be her urban books, which I can absolutely appreciate. I grabbed this book so fast. I'm actually almost finished with it. Like almost. Maybe 60% in, and I'm enjoying myself. I like Flacco because Flacco, even though the female main character in this book, Hyphen, she is very much like, yo, I'm not what you need right now. I don't wanna. You don't want this over here. You know, it's nothing but heartache and all the things. And Flacco is like, I can handle you. Like, he's like, I want you. You gonna be mine. He just be pulling up where she at. And, you know, she's like, I need money. I'm trying to make this money. She's going off with other dudes. Like, she's going to money dudes, basically. So she could get bread and, you know, probably never speak to them again. And he's like, yo, I have money. I have that. I don't want you in these dudes' faces. You need to be with me. I want you in my bed. Period. And I just love a male main character that knows exactly what he wants. He's not playing mind games with her. He's not trying to, you know, play a little chess and like, oh, I don't really want her. Let me see if she do this. No, he literally knows exactly what he wants from the moment he sees her. And I love that. New favorite character. Again, I'm going to have to go with Kennedy from Respectfully Kennedy, because Shorty does not play around. She is smart. She knows how to have a good time. She also don't mind possibly busting her gun. She is down for the cause. Yes. Like, you're not about to play her. Oh, you playing games? Okay, we both can play those games. I love female main characters like that. Like, I'm on what you on. I am on what you on. I love that, you know. The next one is a book that made you cry. Now, we all know that I'm a thug, so getting me to cry is not a very easy thing to do. And I have not cried by any books this whole year, which is a shame because, you know, I want to cry from these books. I do. That means that it's really pulling on me, you know. What I will say is that I will change the question to what book made you sad. And there's two books that I read this year, and for some reason I read them back to back, which is like, what? I don't even know what this means. But Fast by Millie Belazar and The Revelation of Dion Daphne by Mara Brock Akil. And both of these books are very, very heavy. You know, the fact that Fast is supposed to be a romance, I was just like, where's the romance? Where is it? When are we getting to the romance part? Because this is nothing but damage to me right now, emotional damage to me, and I'm just like, are we ever gonna get to something good? And the same for The Revelation of Dion. I should definitely tell you that both of these books have very heavy themes of CSA in them, and I was not expecting that. So I must tell you about this trigger in both of these books. And had I known that they both had them in there, I would have never read them back to back. Like, I just, oof. So that left me with just like, oh my goodness. And it's very graphic in both of them. It's extremely graphic. I mean, bit by bit. And I was just like, please, like, make it stop. like make it stop. If I would have known the page in which all of that stuff was over, I would have fully skipped to that. But I just every time I thought that we were done with discussing the CSA, we got back into it. We discussed it some more, and some more details, and some more, and it was just like, this is too much. So yes, that made me very sad. Okay, in a book that made you happy after all that sadness, a book that made you happy. Yes, my current read, Summer and Dooley. That book is making me very happy, which is why I'm flying through it. It's actually not very long at all, but it's making me very happy because I was just like, yo, can I read something like fun? You know, I got to get out of the fast in the revelation of Dion, because woo, that was too much. It was just too much. I was like, I need a urban fiction to balance some things out here. Okay, so yes, it's urban romance, and I'm very much enjoying it. I'm smiling. I love when the characters are talking, that talk to each other. It's sexy. It's quick. It feels very, very summertime, and yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I love the cover of this book so much. Okay, next question is the most beautiful book you bought so far this year. And there's two of them. Even though I just put up two figures. There's two of them, and one has to be a book that I can't get to right now, but I showed it to y'all already, and that is going to be Cleopatra by Sarah L. Arifi. I absolutely love the cover of this book. It's gorgeous. I showed you guys how it looks without the cover on it, just the naked hardback, and even that is gorgeous. Like, it's just all around a gorgeous book. And then also too, I went to Japan for my birthday, and I got this version of The Perfect Nine by Ngugi wa Thiong'o. And I think that this cover is absolutely freaking gorgeous. I mean, look at that. Let's look some more. I had to have this book. I have not seen the rest of the ones in this, because apparently a lot of his books got new covers, and I had not seen that cover before. That book is gorgeous, and I'm very happy to have it in my library. Okay, and the next question is, what books do you still need to read before the end of the year? So many. The ones that I mentioned to you earlier in this video, of course, and then also some that are definitely on my radar to definitely get to before the end of the year is going to be Every Story is a Love Story by Mbolo Mbui. I was so happy to get this book. This one comes out in October, right? So I will be reading this hopefully on time. And because I am very impatient, I, of course, like I told you I would, I had to get my hands on Smalley by Eden Mackenzie Goddard. So I want to read this year, since I just couldn't freaking wait. So it only makes sense that I read it in 2026, since I couldn't wait till 2027 when I think the American version is coming out. And same with this one, Half Lives by Crystal Zara Apia. I must read this in 2026. And yes, and a whole bunch of other books, of course. But, you know, in the effort of keeping this video very contained, you know, I'm just going to keep it to just those few books. And then obviously Mazywood and The Disappearers. Those are books that I definitely want to get to before the end of the year. And I also want to chop down some of the books that I purchased when I was in Atlanta at the Black Romance Book Festival, because Ooh, I don't need to be having all of those books that I bought going unread and heading into 2027. So I want to make a plan to start really chopping those books down and actually reading them. A lot of those authors that I got books from were new to me authors. So yes, I want to read them. I want to get into the rest of these authors' catalogs. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite book that you read so far this year? Let me know so I can add it to my TBR, of course, because y'all be having the best recommendations. Y'all really do. So give this video a like, give it a hype as well, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.